feel dirty south, dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel the East Coast feel West Coast feel dirty south, dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? Feel the East Coast feel. Say what? Hey y'all, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. It is almost fall, not quite because it's still 85 degrees, but I'm already putting up my Pinterest mood board for the fall, pulling out my fall colors that I like to use. And today I'm doing this makeup look based on some inspiration I got from a photo that I saw of the one and only Solange nose. I'll put the photo up here. The photo is a little bit older, but the makeup look she is wearing in this photo is classic, timeless, gorgeous, smoky fall makeup. So I'm going to do this look recreating and drawing inspiration from this particular photo of Solange. It's not going to be the exact look, but it's just some inspiration. I am loving the fall colors already, even though I'm not quite ready for it to get dark at 4 o'clock. I love everything else about the fall season. So we're going to get into this makeup look. This will be a voiceover because it's a lot of stuff going on outside and next door with my neighbors. Sounds like somebody is moving or something like that. So without interruptions to the sound of the video, this is just going to be a quick talk through as we recreate or draw inspiration from the one and only Solange nose to get this beautiful fall inspired look. I hope that you will stay tuned, and if you like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Starting off with some color correction, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Color Conceal, and this is the salmon shade just to cover up a little bit of the hyperpigmentation. And this is a full coverage look, so I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I have the shade 5W1. I'm doing a full coverage look or full coverage foundation because this is giving me 90s vibes, kind of like a matte finish on the face, so that's what we're going to use, a matte finish foundation. And this foundation is totally full coverage, so a little bit of this goes a very long way. Here I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer under my eye, and in the inner corner I'm using the Estee Lauder. On the outer corner I'm using the new MAC Studio Radiance Concealer in the shade NC42, just mixing those together because the Estee Lauder is full coverage and the MAC Serum Concealer gives me more of a radiant finish, so I'm going to use that to highlight. And once you see how I'm blending it out, they both work so well together. As far as the concealer, Solange did not have a super bright under eye, but it could have been the lighting, so I'm just going to do my concealer like I normally do with any other makeup face. I'm using a lighter shade from Fenty. This is the shade Mocha. This is one of their matchsticks. I'm not going to do a heavy contour here. I'm just going to softly contour a little bit, and I'm going to contour my nose at the tip just to give it a little bit of shape and just blend that in. This is a lighter color than the shade Truffle that I normally use because her face in this photo still has a lot of one dimension. It's not super carved out. It just looks nice and natural. So that's what we're going to do here. Because I do have on a full coverage foundation and concealer, I'm just giving my face a quick spritz with the Charlotte Tilbury spray. I'm mainly using a Danessa Myricks Groundwork Neutral palette. So here I'm taking the shade Core, and I'm going to start building up the brown color in my crease. I do believe in the photo that Solange had brown closer to her lash line, but I'm going to take it brown, the lighter brown color in my crease, and just kind of build upon that. Like I said, this photo is not an exact copy, or this makeup look is not going to be an exact copy of the photo. It's just going to be some inspiration. And so this look is more of a smoky, soft type of brown with a deeper lash line, as you'll see here. For the dark smoky shade, I'm using the shade Log from the Natasha Denona golden palette. I haven't used that at all, and I'm just tapping that right on top of the core
just to give it some depth, because if I'm going to do a brown smoky eye, I always want my smokiness to be in the crease and in the outer corner. So I'm just using a little bit of that dark brown to build upon that brown smoky eye that we're starting with here. But I don't think Solange had a lot of smoky eyeshadow. It looked more like eyeliner. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the eyeshadow and just kind of build upon that look a little bit. So on the top lash line, I'm using a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow pencil in the shade Cinnamon. And this is going to give me the eyeliner portion of this look that I'm looking for, except for I'm using eyeshadow because it's a little bit more matte. And instead of a black shadow, I'm using a brown shadow to kind of keep with the smoky brown theme. Dipping back into the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Neutral, I'm using the shade Bark and the shade Tourmaline. This is the dark brown, and I'm using the pomade formula to kind of start the smoky under eye on my lash line. So I'm using the pomade formula, and then I'm going to top it off with the powder in the same color. And again, that's the shade Bark, and I'm using very lightly the shade Tourmaline because that is the black shade. And then I'm going to go back over the eyeshadow just one more time, just kind of blend around the edges with the Fenty Island Ting bronzer because it's brown and it doesn't take away from the smokiness that I've already added, if that makes sense. I just wanted something to bring all those colors together and add a little depth, and bronzer is the perfect tool to do that if you don't want to add another shadow. I'm dipping back into the Danessa Myricks palette using the shade Core just to finish off the eye and make sure everything is nice and blended, especially on my top lash and in the corner. I think that brown shadow looks really great, but I'm noticing something is missing. And upon looking at Solange's photo, I figured out that she had either some shimmer or some gloss on her lid, and I like a glossy eyelid. So all I did was dab my finger in a little bit of clear gloss and dab it on my eyelid just for a little bit of gloss. That's an old makeup artist trick. When you don't want it to be sparkly, but you want a little gloss, and a glossy eyelid was very big in the 90s, which I love. So I just use a little clear gloss here, and I think I got it. I can't figure out what's missing, but that's okay. I'm going to go in with some Fenty bronzer. I'm using the same bronzer. I'm not wearing blush with this look because I wanted to just remain carved out, and I didn't think she was wearing a blush in that photo. If it was a very natural one, but I don't want to blush. I just wanted to have that nice brown effect from start to finish. Moving on to the lip combo, which is my favorite part, I'm using the shade Night Moth from MAC, and I'm just going to overline my lips just a little bit, not blending the lip liner in a lot. If you know anything about the 90s lip, the lip liner was popping. It wasn't super blended. It was stood out against the lip look, and so that's what we're doing here. We're using Night Moth. I'm using two lipsticks, one from Maybelline in the shade More Cedar and one from MAC in the shade Diva, and I'm taking the shade Diva first, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom lip and kind of press my lips together. We're just doing a little cocktail here, and then I'm gonna use the shade More Cedar, and this is a Maybelline Ultra Matte lipstick, and just gonna mix those two together because I didn't want to do just all chocolate. I wanted to be a little chocolate wine situation, and it's just gonna come together. And lastly, I'm using a little bit of clear gloss because what would I be without a gloss topper, and a clear gloss is just gonna give this the right amount of pop. I forgot that Solange had on a lash. That is what was missing from that eye look. So I just did a couple coats of mascara, and that was that. Pretty easy. So this is the final look. I'm really feeling it. I think I got it pretty close. And again, this was just inspiration. It's not meant to mimic the look that Solange has in this photo, but it's just a little inspiration. I love a brown smoky eye, and she had a little bit more eyeliner underneath, but I stopped where I normally do, and I kind of use a dark brown. But the lip is what I'm saying. This lip right here, I think this is going to be my signature lip for the fall. I really love a wine and chocolate lip. I completely forgot that I had this Maybelline color back here, but these are the Maybelline Ultra Matte lipsticks. They are fantastic. So this one gave me the dark brown, kind of off brown that I was looking for. And then I used MAC Scent Diva in the middle for the wine color. Oops, I dropped it. But this is what the final look looks like. I'm really pleased with this. I'm really pleased with this. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. As usual, everything will be linked down below. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. And I will see y'all back here for my next video. And shout out to Solange for always having impeccable style and really just giving me the inspiration as my style, my fall makeup muse. I really, really like this lip in particular. You don't have to make it glossy either. I just added a little bit of gloss. This will look really pretty as a matte color, but she had on a little bit of gloss in that picture, I believe, or her lips were a little bit glossy, so I added a little gloss, but you don't have to. Anyway, take the inspiration that you need. Let me know down below how you like this look, and I will see y'all back here for my next video real soon. Bye.